swamp. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. So Kentucky's offense will get the first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am...
There he goes! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense hasn't gone on the move.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. Oh, he's got a chance. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. It'll be a run on third and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. From the one, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Dances away to my time. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense putting points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On the option. He'll pitch it. They needed to find space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Off play action. Grabbed in backfield. It's Ruiz. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got.
Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Unleashes one.
I didn't see now.
Downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Touchdown, Kentucky. Quick strike through the air for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to go up top. He fires a bullet to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Gators will come to the line to convert on 4th down. They'll run play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Quarterback's got the first. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Kept it loose past the marker. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator! Extra point here will tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll try it again. And some room to work. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Damn.
Pressure coming. They get it home, and down goes the quarterback for the big loss, and now even a field goal's in jeopardy. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Wildcats are marching down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle. Because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Powers through the defender. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going right to work up top. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pick. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warps. 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got his man. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Coates. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Kentucky going quickly. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Griffin. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 40. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Ooh.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Under fire. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Under fire. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something.
Turning it on! Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Lets it fly deep downfield.
Oh, good job.
And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. We've reached the break. It's
Hey, not fun of that bad.
Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this 4th quarter. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
There he goes. He's at the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And he eluded the defense. Take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense... A chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Great place to start for this offense. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against our top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps the play going. Going for 6.
Oh my God.
Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Grab behind the line. It's Ruiz. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Griffin. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll go to the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good as they push the lead to 8 here in the 4th. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
That's tough.
Ready for the 1st down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David.
Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, about to run out on him, and now they need the two-point conversion to tie.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of